Hello and welcome back to another session of Therapy and Panels. You all may be wondering where I've been for the past week. Some may think it was because I was sick or something. I don't know where you got that idea from. No, it turns out I was just minding my own business the other day, and this strange little digital device popped out of my computer, along with this comic book and a little creature claiming to be my digital partner. Yeah, she's not much help with anything around here, but I guess since this comic book appeared, I figured let's do a thing on Digimon. Originally starting out as virtual pets in the same vein as Tamagotchi, little devices containing a creature that you had to feed, put to sleep, yada yada yada. The Digimon virtual pet was meant to be marketed towards boys, especially with different forms of Tamagotchi, by the fact that people could fight with their Digimon. In 1998, work began on a tie-in short film to promote the toys, but it was then upgraded to a TV series that was brought over to the United States by Saban. And surprisingly, it's one of the rare moments I've heard of where an American comic book company, Dark Horse in this case, got the licensing to make a comic based on a Japanese thing instead of it being turned into a manga. It only lasted 12 issues in the first arc of the series, but it still just blows my mind that this became a thing. I think I've talked long enough, so how about we head into the digital world as we take a look at Digimon Digital Monsters issue number 1. The cover is just okay, showing off our main characters and their partner Digimon looking like they're about to attack the reader for some reason. Nothing special. We begin our story at a summer camp, being introduced to our characters, the main lead with the goggles and giant hair named Tai, Sora with the giant blue hat, Matt with the too cool for school haircut there, Izzy, the nerd of the group, Mimi, who with how much pink she wears you would think she is secretly a Power Ranger, TK with the world's giant baseball cap, and Joe, who you would think would be the nerd of the group, but is really the most normal out of the group. Anyway, they are all just enjoying summer camp until a freakish snowstorm appears just out of nowhere. Going off of my personal experiences with snowstorms like that come out of nowhere, they either are in Indiana or Minnesota. Once the storm clears, the group head outside to enjoy the snow, until the sky suddenly spits out 7 balls of fire at all of them, landing in the snow. Aw, man, you missed! Suddenly from the craters, these devices float up into their hands. I smell a toy line! Before they can question anything, a giant tidal wave appears and hits the kids. Man, these kids must have done something to really anger the man upstairs or something, because he is trying everything he can think of to get these kids killed. We wake up with Tai, who is greeted by this pink ball with eyes. Oh my god, I'm about to be eaten by a strange pink ball. No, it turns out this little dude's name is Coromon, and he has been waiting for Tai, as the two of them are now partners, which Tai is obviously confused about. Before he can question the little guy any further, Izzy arrives with this pink blob known as Motimon, following right behind him. Finally having enough, Tai decides to climb up a tree to get a view of the surroundings to figure out where they are and how close they are from the camp. And doesn't see much but a giant red beetle called Kuwagamon coming right at them. This is revenge for all my insect brethren! They all run for their lives until Motimon suggests they hide in this weird holographic tree thing, and they manage to lose the bug. Once they exit the tree, they are welcomed by Sora holding a talking flower thing called Yokomon. Okay, but if that thing starts singing about wanting to eat blood and calling me Seymour, I'm out of here. Suddenly, Matt and TK also arrive with their own little creatures, the white rabbit ball thing called Tokomon, belonging with TK, and the one with the horn called Sunomon belonging to Matt. They were using him as a machete to cut through the branches of the forest. We then get the arrival of Joe running for his life, as I feel like all of these guys should have been when their little creatures were following them, as he's running away from his partner called Bukamon. And once he finally calms down, the little guys introduce themselves as Digimon, digital monsters. Roll credits. The group suddenly remember that they are missing one giant pink hat when Mimi suddenly screams for help as she and her partner Tanamon are being chased by Kuwagamon. They all try to run until they reach a cliffside, and the little guys, wanting to protect their new friends, decide to attack the giant bug, even though they clearly don't stand a chance. Hey Kuwagamon, we didn't hear no bell. The little guys get ready to go round 2 with Kuwagamon until suddenly the devices, or digivices, that the kids have begin to glow, and their partners, doing the equivalent of what Pokemon has with evolution, digivolve. Just to get a quick thing, we now have Agumon, Tentomon, Biomon, Gabumon, Patamon, Gomamon, and Palmon. Now stronger, the Digimon use their combined might to fight Kuwagamon, causing it to fly off. Oh, I'm leaving. You guys are mean. We end the issue as everyone celebrates the victory. And with that, that is the first issue of Digimon Digital Monsters, and for my diagnosis, this was just okay. All this really is just an adaptation of the very first episode of the series. The writing's decent, introducing a cast with a large group of characters with all distinct personalities, and it gives you enough time for each of them so you don't just forget about some being pushed in the background while the other big ones are concentrated more on. The artwork is a bit of a hit or miss for me, with certain panels having faces seem off, but that could just be me. And with that, that would be the end of today's session. Thank you all for attending. If you liked the video, as always, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm the Super Guru, signing off. And let's see if I can get this dang little partner of mine to cooperate and digivolve.